Hi there. Welcome to University Foundation's 200 Civic and Ethical Foundations. My name is Jeremy Harper, and that's a picture of me there. So this course tour is going to take you through some of the details of what to expect in this class. You've already gotten some of the big picture ideas, so now it's time to walk through, as I said, some of the details. We'll talk about major assignments, class policies, and where to find more information when you have questions. So at this point in the semester, there's one major question that's on a lot of people's minds. You know that you're going to be studying ethics and diversity, but you don't really know what you're going to be doing in this class. Well, the first thing you'll be doing is reading articles and watching videos to be exposed to ideas, be exposed to different theories about inequality, as well as be exposed to specific case studies of inequality. We'll ground a lot of our conversations in those readings and those videos.
As far as assignments go, there's going to be 4 major assignments you'll be working on this semester. The largest assignment you'll be doing will be your community engagement project. This is your final project you're going to work on. You'll individually choose an example of social inequality in your community, and you'll do research on it. We'll talk more about that as the semester goes on. Before that, the other major individual paper you'll do is a pop culture and ethics paper. This is going to be due around week 3 or 4, and this will be kind of a capstone to our initial study of ethics. You'll use some of the ethical principles and ethical frameworks that we discuss in these first few weeks to look at an example of pop culture. There'll also be smaller writing assignments throughout the semester. There's going to be about 5 smaller writing assignments that you'll work on that will help you build towards the final project. And then finally, throughout the semester, you'll be doing discussion board posts. This will be a weekly thing. These will take the place of a class participation that you would normally have in a face-to-face class.
Now that you know the major tasks that you're going to be responsible for this semester, it's important to talk a little more broadly about my expectations for this course and your expectations for this course. There can be a lot of confusion about what exactly it means to take a course online. I know that we all have different experiences we're bringing with us to this class. Some of us have taken online classes before. Some of us have taken classes and loved them. Some of us have taken online classes and hated them. And I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page about what to expect from this course. Now, there can be this idea that online work is independent, is necessarily independent, because we're not in the same room as each other. We'll never interact with each other. Obviously, you can see from some of the description of the tasks that we'll be doing, the discussion board, the video conferences, that that's not going to be the case for this class. It's just important to keep that in mind, that we will be proceeding through this class together at roughly the same pace. There can also be an idea with online classes that there's going to be super easy, because you don't even need to show up to class. In class, who knows, you might get called on. But online, never happens. Just do the assignments and you're fine. Some people find that online courses are easier, sure, but some people actually find them more challenging because there's really no back of the class. You can't just show up and sit in the back and keep your head down and hope that nobody calls on you. You're going to be interacting with me on a really regular basis. You're also going to be interacting with each other. So it's important to get in that mindset and try and get excited about this. We're going to be working and building together. With that in mind, it's going to be important to log in on a regular basis. My expectation is that you will be checking your email and logging into Blackboard at least 3 times a week. Throughout this class, I'll be using the same grading criteria for every assignment, the same rubric for every assignment. Um, the goal of that rubric is going to be to help you strengthen your writing and deepen your analysis, really help you create rich, complex analysis of social issues. The way to remember what it is or what that criteria is to remember that this semester we're all working on our PECs. That stands for purpose, engagement, critical thought, and support. You can see more details about what I mean by each of those 4 criteria in the syllabus. But I'll be using those same criteria to evaluate every major piece of writing you do this semester. I'll also be trying to give you prompt feedback using those rubrics on Blackboard to help you, again, continue developing your writing. Part of that process is you writing on a regular basis, and part of that process is you getting feedback from me on a regular basis. Now, if you need any sort of accommodations, either because of a disability or because of technology issues or language barriers or really whatever it is, please talk to me as soon as possible. Keep in mind that I really do want you to succeed. I understand that life happens, so just talk to me. If something comes up unexpected, talk to me. It's never too late, but the sooner you can talk to me, generally, the more quickly and more easily we can make accommodations. Since this will be an online class, I figure it's important to talk a little bit about our netiquette. The number one most important thing to keep in mind is that it is a real person on the other end of the computer screen. It can be really easy to just see it as words in this anonymous forum, and that can have a tendency to bring out our snarkiest comments, our really harsh criticism, especially when we talk about subjects that we're passionate about and that someone else disagrees with us on. So all I ask is just to remember that it's a real person with real feelings on the other side who has their own experiences that have led them to the perspectives they're putting out there. And let's really try and work with each other in a similar way that we would if we were interacting in person. Tone is very hard to convey online. Humor can be difficult. I hope that we still have plenty of it in this class, but keep in mind that jokes and sarcasm can be difficult. So if there's a misunderstanding, let's work through it and let's talk through it. One great way of doing that is by asking for clarification. If you're not sure what someone's saying or what they mean, ask them. There are lots of ways you can do that. You can say, can you elaborate on that thing you just said? Or repeat back what you think you're hearing. To me, it sounds like you're saying blank. Am I understanding that right? And while we're on the topic, it can be really useful in conversations about these sorts of issues, about complex issues, to really build on what other people are saying. So when you're responding to someone else's discussion board post, try and actually add to it. Don't just tell them your ideas. Try and build on what they've said and combine your analyses to make something bigger and more interesting. Now, for those of you who are familiar with online message boards and forums, it's useful to think of this as a moderated forum. Now, I will not be censoring it for particular ideas, but I will also not hesitate to remove oppressive or harmful posts. I hope that no one is going to be trying to say anything harmful, but I will be removing things as needed. Similarly, if posts get too off topic, I might shift them over to another area. We do have an area on our course site that's for more off-topic casual conversation. So at this point, how do you actually get started with this class? Well, I've got good news for you. It's all on Blackboard. Every assignment, instruction, and course resource can be found through our course site, which you already are on if you're watching this video. I really did try to make this course as accessible and easy to navigate as possible. Additionally, everything you need to do will be posted in the weekly modules. There are also going to be some support resources and documents online. Please, if there's anything that I can do to make this course more accessible to you or more easy to navigate, don't hesitate to let me know. I really do take that feedback to heart, and I'd love for this class to be as straightforward for you as possible. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you so much for watching this presentation, and I look forward to getting to know you all.